Let me quickly help you with the restroom. Let me update the top. But yeah, you can
I'm
start
trying
the
to do
live.
it. I'm trying to do it now. Setting up your meet.
Mommy, what did I do?
Can you speak now?
Why am I being punished? For
Oh my,
what?
oh my
Hi,
days.
everybody. It's fine.
Hi, hi, hi. You're welcome to the marketing meeting. Um, have you updated it, Tuli? I am on
No,
the YouTube page, but
yeah, you started before I could update. Okay, let me quickly do that. Yeah.
hmm.
Okay, perfect. All good.
Okay, we are live.
Yes, we are live on all channels, YouTube, Twitch,
Amazing.
LinkedIn, and Twitter. Yeah.
Great. Awesome. Okay, once again, welcome everyone to the Marketing Working Group meeting. This is our first time meeting, so I think I know we all know each other, but it's nice for us to just reintroduce ourselves. So I am Bami. I am the community marketing specialist at Async API, and I think Tuli can go next.
Hi everyone. I'm sure everyone knows me. But now I'm Tuli, the community manager at Async API.
Oh, so Christoph, do you want to go next?
Yes, sure. Hi. So I'm Chris, and I'm working at BUM.sh on, well, a couple of things related to product and marketing and, well, many things that I can actually do just to support Bump. Happy to be here, also supporting the Async API community with anything I can do.
Yes, we're happy to have you here as well. Thank you very much for joining us. Hi, Maya. You can speak now.
Hi, I'm Naya. I volunteer as a product designer and UX researcher for Async API. I'm happy to contribute my quotas to the marketing group as well.
Thank you very much. All right. I'm sure that probably that there will be people joining us on YouTube or watching this recording later. So welcome everyone. The essence of this meeting is for us to have to see the best way possible to take the Async API marketing to promote Async API community and the products, the specifications. So it's just us coming together to brainstorm, to drop ideas. But first thing first, we have like a pressing issue or pressing item to address, which is the storehouse, the storehouse for Async API. I'm going to share my screen now. And Lucas is not here. So I'm just going to be giving my beats on the screen. Okay. All right. Can everyone see my screen? Everything is looking okay. Amazing. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Hi, and Zoom were like having I want to hide this, but why is it here?
I wanted to ask, how do you survive with all these tabs open?
Yes, I survive. I actually do not know how, but I do. I lost track of them if they are not open. But I think my main point is taking out of taking
You were
this.
showing
Yes.
you were showing the YouTube page. Um,
Yeah, that was where I was. So this is it. So we have a couple of agenda. Uh, yeah.
okay.
So the first thing first is to get rid of the storehouse. Is I don't know if a lot of us had seen the distribution sheets that I created. I shared it in the marketing channel on Slack. So we have quite a lot of items in the store currently. And I think the first thing was for me to align with the store manager for Async API store. However, there's been a little bit of delay because Lucas has not been able to introduce me to the store manager yet. And I'm kind of like giving him I'm kind of like giving him time right now. Due to what is sorry? Is that me?
Yeah, please don't show us your money.
I don't know where that is even coming from. Okay. I think my WhatsApp is on. And sorry, just give me 1 second. Yes, so I had a WhatsApp call, and because my laptop is connected to it, rings on my laptop. All right, sorry about that.
It's still
So
showing though. Okay, that's up.
okay, thank you. So uh the first thing we'll get rid of the items in the store, and I'm supposed to have a conversation with the store manager that is handling the store for Async API. But I've not been able to do that because I've not been introduced to the store manager yet. However, I have created this sheets here, which kind of just comprises of the whole. Is this opening? Okay. So it kind of just comprises of everything that is on the Async API. If you go to the item list, you will see I don't know where it is here. How can I hide this, please? I don't know how I can.
You
Okay, so
must stop sharing, right? Then you click where it says only window. Then it will share the particular window that you want to share.
oh, okay. So, but I need to first stop sharing.
Yeah.
Ugh. Zoom. Okay, let's do that then. This is just sharing the entire. Was that not what I did? Desktop one.
Or do you want me to share from my end? Maybe.
Probably you should because I think it's still showing the entire screen.
Okay.
It's still showing my entire
All right.
screen.
Yeah, it's still showing. Okay, let me quickly fetch the agenda. Then give me a second. You can stop sharing.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
cool.
So I
All right.
guess.
So You can just go to the products list. Yeah, so we have tons of items here. We have individual items. We have some that are like kits, the ambassadors kit, the mentees kit, and we are just looking for ways to disburse this. And so we have some ideas running around, and I think it would be nice for us to have other ideas to this meeting. And one of the idea is to well, to send first to the new because yes, we have some new ambassadors in the community from last week. So it's to send to the new ambassadors we have, and also some of our mentees and mentors that we have as well. And then the TSC members, but funny enough, there is no kit for them, so we are going to be creating one. Uh, and then there is also an idea which we saw, like something like the water cooler channel. There is a thing going on like the king of meme or something, like the best meme of the year, the person that sent the best meme of the year, also I mean of the week or of the month. So we just sent this mesh to them. So we're just like trying to throw around best campaigns to really disburse these items that we have without spending anything more than the delivery fee. Yeah. So what do we all say?
I do have a question. So when are you planning to close the store?
We want to close it as soon as possible. It's not like, oh, there is a particular time frame, but we want to close it as soon as possible because $500 keep going a month for this. So yes, as soon as we can close it.
Okay, because the ambassador kits, yes, we still need them. For the new ambassadors, it's already been sent. The codes have been sent already. So since we are still planning on the student ambassadors, that will be something maybe like for Q3 to Q4. Then number two, in terms of mentors kits, we still have like the the GSOC that is happening, and we still have the mentorship program that is coming up, that is late Q3 as well. So for that, that is like covered, like these two swag picks that we have is covered. Then we have like the online conference that we can disinvest this as well. Like maybe create like a kit like for speakers who are coming to speak at the conference. We have volunteers that are coming in to volunteer on the online conference. So we can create something for them, like a small kit, a small thank you, or maybe for the speakers who will speak as well. There's a speaker pack and there's a volunteers pack. Then also, oh, there was one thing that was in my head now. I think that would, oh, the TSC, right? Then we can start with the TSC like as soon as possible to disinvest to the TSC members. Depends on what kit that you would like to put up. Then the rest it can come is, I don't know. That is what on my mind at the moment.
All right. Okay. Thank you. I think that works. But then, Christoph, you have something to say. I think Maya has
Yeah,
a
sorry. Oh, actually, Maya also raised her
yes.
hand. Maybe Maya,
Maya.
please go.
Okay, Maya, please.
Okay, yeah. To add to what Tulia said, the last year mentors and mentee has not received swags as well. So you could add a table for that too, so you won't forget about it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you, Maya. Christoph, please go on.
Yeah, my main question was around what are the shipping costs every time? Because I thought this was one of the main concern, one of the main reasons for shutting down the store. because people who would purchase would then have very high costs, high shipping costs added. And I'm thinking with, the announcements that happened lately, we might want to be very cautious with budget. So if I want to be extremely pragmatic, it feels like we should, as much as possible, limit the amount of shipments. And then I would see the best opportunities to give away those items, because this is what we're talking about, giving them away in larger batches, which is probably then best at in real life conferences. So we ship a box, and I believe there's going to be API days inviting the async API community. It's probably a great event to give those items away. And possibly even, I mean, it's of course to be discussed with API days organizers, but if there are leftovers, see with them, because they also have, a lot of logistics involved, see with them if they could support us with it. Because, if, I don't know, let's say, we have like 100 water cans, what is it? Not
Water
cans.
bottles?
Water bottles. Okay, we have 25, so that's not the right example. But if at the end of the conference where we want to distribute those, there is still some leftovers, maybe we can check with the API Days people if they would be helping us to send that to the next conference, as they're doing a couple of them each year. I know
Okay.
it's a lot of, asking for support to external people, but I mean, it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that what we did last year was to send a box directly to API Days Paris. But yeah, they do have a time limit whereby they can still keep the swags. So if we are saying that if we want to send like direct to the location, we need to have like somebody who will welcome the gifts, the swag box. Then for the duration of the conference, we just make sure that whatever is sent, it has to be finished. Then if there are some stickers, like for instance, Lucas had to carry some swags home, then bring me to the next conference as well. But yeah, I do agree with Christoph. Like we need to send them like in large batches. Like for example, maybe after the mentorship program is done, we can send like those mentors and the mentees kit if the conference send it to conference. But yeah, it is something to think about, especially when it comes to the budget as well, like the shipping costs.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's how I mentioned like not going outside the budget, like just sticking to the shipping fee alone. And I think one of the ideas we have was to also do community partnerships with API Conference Lagos, and to just ship like a bulk of the items to Lagos, to Nigeria, Lagos. Yeah, because it's also like a big event, and we'll be able to like get out, I mean, a larger part of the items. So Tuli, this is your screen, right? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So we're able to get out a larger part of the items as well. So I think there is a lot of point in what everyone said, but the bottom line is us trying to maximize our budget and not go beyond it, and possibly just or minimize and not go beyond it, and spend as little as possible. So then if there are any other ideas, we can just like drop it in the Slack channel. All right. That being said, Thank you everyone for your input. I think the next thing we want to talk about, we've concluded on this, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, best campaign strategies for the Async API community. I think this is the main reason why there is marketing working group for Async API. We want to promote Async API community, we want to promote Async API specifications and tools. So again, we want to throw ideas around what are the best ways we can do this, what are the best campaigns we can work with, especially campaigns without ads. Like, what are the best campaigns? I know Christoph is like big in the marketing space, so I'm sure you have a lot of ideas around this. What are the best ways for us to promote Async API tools and its communities? Because we actually need that a lot right now.
Well, actually, the answer cannot really be straightforward, unfortunately. There's so many things that should be taken into account now. Because of that, I would say the first and most important of them all is, as soon as a campaign is rolled out, is that we make sure we have ways to measure its success. So we need to set objectives, and then we need to make sure do we actually reach those objectives. So that doesn't answer your question, but it's an important element that will answer your question in the future. What I see as working very well is in-person meeting. So, I'm a huge fan of conferences because people come to conferences because they want to learn. And contrary to anything that you would do online, which very often involves strategies so that people get to consume some of your content while they were not actually looking for it. People who come to conferences, they're looking, there is an intent, they want to learn. So that's why it's one of the best places to evangelize on something like async API. So any effort in that direction is welcome. Then obviously, the next part, which is online, is about SEO. So anything that can favor the SEO of the async API website should be something we should look into. For this, one of the key things is, of course, building content. And this is also something that we work on a lot at bum.sh. So, and that content should be, training material, educational material as much as possible related to async API, of course. But it can also be, stories from companies that are using async API. So I have no idea if this has been done in the past. Honestly, I should have looked it up. But if that hasn't been the case yet, I'm pretty sure we have names of companies that adopted the async API. And a great thing would be then to reach out to them and see if the tech people who actually used async API, would have stories to share on why they use async API, what is the outcome, and so on. Because any content that you build, then of course you can also, publish it via various networks and social media channels. So yeah, it's clearly those two areas that I would look at first, and both of them open up more opportunities in the future, where at conferences, what I think works really great, even if it's for smaller scale, is organizing training workshops. So any async API expert could give trainings to conference attendees, and it's usually, between 20 and 40 people who get those trainings, and those trainings can be charged for. They should be charged for, so that it's also funds that get back to the async API organization that can support further efforts in other marketing campaigns. Yeah, that's another very, very important one that I have seen work really well, because again, then of course, the people joining those workshops, they have high expectations on what they will learn, but with the right experts, they get very satisfied, they get very strong in using the framework. So they themselves also at some point become ambassadors. So I'd be looking in that area definitely, where it also, I mean, anybody who has some expertise of async API can become one of those trainers, by the way. So, it's not bound to the core async API team.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you very much. That really makes a lot of sense, because yeah, I think it's nice for us to have like folks that actually like training the educative part of the async API. I'm sure that there are like some of those kind of content going out already, and there is like a structure already right now. Tilly, correct me if I'm wrong. I saw like a whole structure for the educative part of async API, something like a timetable or something that's as the date and the topics that should be out on YouTube. So I think that's like a very great one. If we could just get into it and start it. And yes, campaigns like conferences, I think they're the best way for evangelism. But also we could also like have the virtual part of the conference, or the virtual part of the event, where we just have a one-on-one talk with those folks using async API products or async API tools. That is would be really, really amazing, and it will go a long way. And that's more of like an organic kind of marketing, where you don't get to do any funding or any ads, and stories. Just through storytelling, we're just getting to put the community out there. So yes, thank you very much, Crystal. I don't know if Tuli have anything to add, and Maya, and I'm sure Olamide joined as well, but
Okay, so in terms of sharing content, you can start by looking at the async API trainings repo. There's some content that already has been created for education. You can start by there and see how you can create like awareness around that. We do have quite a lot of content that has been worked on in terms of like the trainings. Also, you can there are also like case studies and companies that already like use async API, like Christopher said. Maybe you can reach out to like some of the speakers or people who have spoken about the case studies that they do with async API. maybe like turn that content into a blog post, then publish it and share it on the network. I mean, we also have ambassadors as well. The best bet is the ambassadors, like reach out to some of the ambassadors, maybe like also like provide like what Christoph says, workshops if they have time, or maybe like do an interview, like then create like a long blog post about it. That will goes a long way on those terms. Then yeah, like there are a lot of like lying content in the community that is there already that just needs to be published, like create more awareness of what people are doing, like for instance of what we did like with the async API v3, like how we created content around it, the marketing strategy. Maybe it will might help you as well. That's another strategy that comes in mind as well. So yeah, we do have quite a lot of content to share. A lot. We can start by the trainings. If you want like topics like maybe webinars, there is some of the topics that were created by a few individuals. Just because of time as well, we don't have people like to record this content, but it is something that we can also share. Conferences as well, like maybe engage with also some of the ambassadors who will be in conferences, like conferences, it is a major big deal as well. And now that we are also having an online event that is also into the mix, like to accommodate everybody who can't travel as well. So we can also utilize like the online conference as well.
Amazing. Thank you very much. I'm going to say to that, Maya, do you have anything?
Yeah, it seems we have covered a lot of ground regarding that. So I just like to emphasize the educational content. We provide educational content going to position us as a leader in the API world and also build trust in the community as well. And we could do community engagement, partnership and integration with other conferences like the API Days in Lagos, as I mentioned.
Mm, Okay. All right. Thank you everyone for your input. I think there is a lot of ideas. It's just for us to really start it, to put all those ideas into actions and implement them. And I think the best way is with the strategy doc. So I have been working on a strategy doc, which I think we are seen. Yeah. So I'm going to share it in the channel after this meeting, and we can all go through it and we can iterate and see possibly something we could add or something we could remove out of it, and we can now start working according to that strategy doc. And I think one thing again, Christoph mentioned was how to measure these successes. I mean, how to measure how things are working and not working, and obviously it is important for us to metric board the goals and the objective. What do we really want to achieve from all this content, all these strategies that we're putting out? What do we want to achieve? So for that as well, we have like a board. Although this board is currently on the Google Sheets, but I think it will be best for it to be on GitHub. So I'm still kind of like figuring out how the sheet is going to stay on GitHub. I really do not know that yet. But yeah, so it's on the Google Sheets. I'm going to be sharing the two docs on the channel after this call, and we can just move from there because it is very important for us to check what is working and what is not working, and to make us know our standpoints and what we need to improve on and what we need to do better, basically. So that being said, I think we've all agreed on I mean, we have all brought our ideas on how to the best campaigns, and I can remember the conferences, the educational aspect of it, and also the content, and interviews, blog posts, and all. They're just like content in the body. So that being said, is there any other question? Do we have any question on YouTube or any contribution from YouTube? Because I'm not seeing any here. Or any question from anybody here before I just move to the next and I think the final one. Okay, Christoph, please.
Yes, just one quick thing. I was looking indeed at the website of Async API. I see that there's already indeed plenty of content. And then I was looking at the Twitter account, so just one, social media account, could have been something else. I have one suggestion, which is that we should, as much as possible, communicate more on social media about that content that already exists. And I'm thinking especially of the tutorials section, which is often, a great thing to start with. As I see that again, just the Twitter feed is already very robust, with a lot of messages on a very, recurring basis. But that content seems, just by scrolling very quickly, focusing essentially on the community events, and less on the educational material. And so it's interesting for people who already are in the community and who are active in the community. It's probably less relevant to people to who we want to reach out to, so new people. When there is some interesting piece of content that is shared on social media, it's going to be very easy for somebody to share it, their network, and then it becomes interesting to people who just don't know us. So I would suggest indeed that, in that very robust thread of social media messages that already exists, that we insert more of this educational part that leads people to the async API content and websites.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much, Christoph. Thank
Sure.
you. And my video is off. Yeah, it just took our like come to Nigeria. All right. Okay, thank you very much for all your inputs, everyone. I think that's like some serious inputs there. Thank you so much. And so I think the next thing on the agenda is the request form that was created, right, Tuli? I'm not sure I'm
Oh,
seeing
sorry,
it.
I didn't see it. Hi, am I still audible?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. You asked me, I didn't see the request form, sorry. Or maybe I've been so busy that I missed it. Yes.
Okay, I'm saying I think that's the next thing on the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not there. Oh, okay. In my internet. Yeah, I think that's the marketing request form. So we created a request form for other working group, especially for folks that want to probably request for a blog post to be written, a social media request. Probably you just want to promote a particular blog that you wrote, or you need a graphic design, or you want something that you've done to be featured in the newsletter. So we just create request form for everyone to be able to request from the marketing, and the idea was to make it easier for is it like communication now and marketing, to be able to make it easier for folks to put out things on social medias, especially on the Async API platform. So this is another way we are looking at promoting things that folks are doing in the community and putting it out on socials. So this is just like a simple form that was created. It has not been shared with the general yet, because I think it was only Lucas that gave me feedback on it. There is no other feedback from anyone yet. So when there is that feedback, we are all seeing it right now, right? I am hoping that. Yes. So if there is anything we would want to add to the or also remove from it, we can do that, and then I can share it with the general community. So this is just for like a marketing request form for folks to request things from the marketing space, and then it has like a timeline, priority, and all of those things. Yes. So what's our take?
Okay, I think I created something, a marketing form,
Sorry?
and hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, all right. I said I created a marketing form, I think last month or so. I can't remember when. And we've done some responses. So I think I could share. Maybe there are some things we could hear from them. Since we are not seeing more response from them. What do you think?
Since I'm not what?
I said since we are not seeing much response from here, am I audible?
Yes, but I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Okay, let me show you the form. Let me send you a link.
All right. Okay. Christopher, have you seen the? Yeah, muted. Yes, you're mute or
I'm sorry, I
muted.
couldn't hear you correctly on just the last sentence.
Oh, said, have you seen this form?
So I hadn't seen it before.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it was shared in the marketing.
Yeah, it's probably my bad. Sorry
Let
about
me
this.
just like share it again here. But yeah, I want to get Maya's. Maya, have you shared it?
No, not yet. I'm still looking for it on Slack.
Okay, okay. Anyways, so for this form, I created it and I put it on the marketing channel for feedback before um posting it on the general channel. And then I also made Lucas, yes, said we should make the response sheets to be visible for everyone to see. So we also make the response sheets visible, accessible for everyone. So yeah, but it has not been shared with the general channel yet. So Tuli, sorry, Maya, are you still looking for it?
Sorry. I have to go through so many messages.
Oh, okay, that's a long way.
Okay, so the thing was that uh I did I created a survey form,
Okay.
right, for the marketing efforts. So
Oh,
it was targeted to developers, technical writers, sponsors, and other people in the community, right? So I was able to gather some responses. So that was what I was saying. Maybe I could share that with you. You could
Okay.
get, maybe you could find anything that was helpful.
All right. Okay. Okay then. Um, you created the form, right?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Yeah. Can you
I'm going
just
to
check
add
it in
you
your?
as an editor. Yes,
All
I've
right.
sent you one of it. It's on the chat.
Yeah, Maya, I think it would be best like to shade on the working group as well, including the responses. I mean, since you already have done like
Mm,
background, basic,
Yeah.
you've gotten basic like feedback so far. I think we can build on that. On top of that, then we
yeah.
can also share once the marketing form is done, after seeing what the responses are, then we can start to build on top of that. I'm a huge fan of building, like not inventing new things, but if we have like basic things, we can
Yeah,
build on top of that.
existing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
right. I'll share it.
All right. Just share it in the channel. Thank you very much. So we can build on top of that. So yes, apart from that, I think that is all on the agenda from my side. I don't know if any other person have anything we want to that's pressing that I want to talk about. We still have like 10 minutes, I guess. Otherwise, we
I
close
don't
early.
mind leaving early. I don't mind leaving early.
Otherwise, we close early. All right. Okay. If that's all, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, Christoph. And thank you, Maya. Thank you, Tuli. And thank you for everyone that will be watching this recording afterwards. Sorry, I went blackout. It's raining, so they took the lights. Welcome to Nigeria.
Well, thanks a lot, everybody. And yeah, just let
Okay.
me know if I can help further.
Yes, definitely. All right. Thank you, everyone. And Olumide that is just joining as well. We are just leaving. Thank you. All right. Have a good one, everyone. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye bye.
Bye.